Hey everybody, and welcome back to Live Between Paychecks Kitchen. I'm Us, Jack and Later still in Lake Jackson. Jack did that awesome chili fry stuff, so I'm going to do like one of my quick favorite snack time things. Especially we got like ball games coming up or whatever, you're just going to use it to fucking snack on. Again, shout out to a buddy of mine that I haven't seen in over 20 years, guy named Josh Mangum. He taught me how to do this in high school. This was really cool. I enjoyed it better like sour cream. Before we get into it, be sure to like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff, ring the little bell that gets down in there, ignore my air conditioner that just came on because I forgot to turn it off. And there's also a link down the doobly-doo where we carry stuff that's very cool, like our merch and spot holders and spatulas and aprons and stuff like this. And I all very much appreciate all of that. And let's just get into it, mostly because I'm hungry. Alright, first things first, you want to get you some of this chicken. It's going to get about a pound of it. You get the breast, usually thin, so it's a lot cheaper. It's about $5. Green onions, I like putting that in there to kind of fill it in a little bit, but it's optional. You're going to want 1 or 2 tablespoons of butter, depending on how dry your chicken is. And you're going to want some garlic. Now, I use pre-minced stuff, but just 2 cloves is going to be good enough. Now, you want some kind of chicken taco seasoning. I got the chicken taco stuff. I wasn't great, but I usually use just the regular stuff, but I want to try this one out. And then the sour cream stuff, you want to get the decent sized, mid-sized tub there, the 1.5 pounds or whatever I think is labeled. And you're going to want some kind of tortilla chip. Now, we can argue all day long about the round or the square being better, but just keep that knowing that the small round ones are the best. Like, no double dipping, no BS. So, yeah, just get those and get the round ones. You trust. So, first things first, you want to take your chicken breast, make sure it's nice and thawed, and then you're going to get your nice sharp knife. Shout out to Andy. Nice wave to him. Hi. And then you want to cut this down into as small cubes as possible. Now, you can do them bigger if you're doing a bigger batch. It's up to you. I like doing the smaller stuff, so I go back when I screwed up and made too big of cubes and just make them just thin lines one way, and then we're going to go back and do the thin lines the other way, right? That's just super simple, super easy. Make sure to cut all the way through. I missed a few pieces here, so when I try to show you a cube, it's still attached. Just because I try to keep it easy on my cutting boards, even though I guess that's their job. So just cut them all down, make sure that's all done, get that done. First thing, wash your vegetables, like your green onions, going to use them. I put mushrooms in here before, I've put some other kind of stuff. I don't like putting tomatoes in a lot of my chip dip stuff, but that works. Green onion, just dice this down into small cuts as you're willing to risk, and then set them off to the side. We're going to put those in late when we're cooking our chicken, all right? Cut them all the way down through the white, and then just throw out the roots. I think I generally cut them the other way, so I can cut the roots off first. But this time I guess I just wasn't paying attention. I just decided to cut it back. But see, when you get down to the bulb end here, be careful, watch your fingers. You get that little nubby bit with the root there, just get rid of the root, and you're done. So get you a skillet, put it about medium high. I put it right at just a little bit below medium because I don't want to cook it too fast. Now using 2 tablespoons, which is a bit much because there's going to be a lot of water and stuff coming out of this chicken, but like 1 would be fine, but I'm using 2 just to be safe. Now go ahead and cut that up and add your garlic. I apparently missed that shot. I was in a hurry and I didn't want to scald my butter. So I missed a few steps with the camera here, so I apologize. So I put 2 of the tablespoons of garlic in there and then just added all the chicken on top. That's all it is too. Sorry I skipped that part, but it's just a grown man pouring chicken into a skillet. Usually want to do this when it's just starting to get, warm, and then let the meat heat up with your pan. You're going to just keep giving it a decent stir every minute or so. You don't want it to stick. You want to put the meat on the proverbial metal. So anytime it's pink, make sure it just turns over and puts the pink next to the metal or the heat, and it'll cook it. Now, once it starts getting about halfway white, because it goes white first, remember that, go ahead and add in your green onions. All right, that was just 2 stalks of green onions. That's all we're adding. Again, it's optional. You don't have to put it. You can pretty much put whatever seasoning or whatever vegetables you want in here, but this was my base one. All right, so just keep getting these stirred. Make sure those onions get cooked around. They'll start getting a little wilty right when they're starting to get white all the way around. Now, you want it to get a little brown, but if you have so much butter and so much water and goo from the chicken, I'm going to go ahead and dump most of that out, so it'll help brown it now that it's whitened. So you get it all white, remove most of that just by dumping it in a bowl. You can take it out and put it on your fence line or whatever, or you can just put it down the drain if you live in an apartment because you don't like the people around you. So keep stirring it until it starts getting that brown just around the edges. Don't want to dry it out, don't want to do it too much because you end up with something horrible for like a court feast or whatever. But where it's just starting to brown on the edges, set that aside, remove the heat, and kill the heat on the stovetop. Now, you want to get a bowl or something you can mix this with. I don't have any big round bowls that would be small enough for this, so I just got this Tupperware thing because I'm not going to be able to eat all of it. So just put your chicken and your onions directly in there. Be sure to scrape it as much as possible. I cut out most of that just because I know it annoys Jack and I don't want to annoy him too much yet. Now, your whole thing of sour cream needs to go in here. So just get you a spatula and scoop that out. And just put it right in there with it. Be sure to get all the insides of this. Like I said, the spatula works great. We have some for sale. Mine I just used on some grill stuff, so it was dirty, so I had to use this random generic one. But scrape it, try to get as much of it as you can. Put it right in there on top of your warm chicken. Now add your taco seasoning. Now you can add some other stuff. Like this was all right. Once I added a pinch of salt to it or whatever, it was good. It would be great with like some cilantro and lime seasoning if you got that. But now just take it and stir it. Now do it slowly, or you're gonna make a mess. That dry stuff isn't stuck to all the wet stuff, so it'll fly off. It'll poof in your face. The wet stuff will just lop out of the bowl that you're stirring it on. So do it nice and slow, and just basically what you're doing is just turning it into itself. It's just using your spatula, your big spoon, to just kind of double it over itself, just taking a little bit off each end. Might take a while. So this is what it looks like when it's nice and blended. And then make sure to leave some seasoning on the spoon just for Jack. Okay. So now that's done, that's ready to serve. Put that next to some chips. Sorry about the dark lighting on here. When I took it, it was very bright and I was worried about it, so now it's too dark in the thing here, so I apologize. But this turns out really well. Like a little bit of paprika or pepper would be great in it. This is great as like a meal for itself. I ate on it like for 3 or 4 times myself. But it's thick enough. Like I used to use it for like Super Bowl parties or whenever after the police academy when I was staying with my dad. I'd always make it for like game days or whatever, and he'd sit around and eat it, even though he hated sour cream. But this is good stuff. If you're lactose intolerant, I would avoid it. But other than that, it's great. I don't know if you'd be able to reheat it. It stays pretty good with the Tupperware thing, but it's hard to reheat because it's sour cream and it turns real bad, okay? So, but it's great cold too, so that's just fine, perfect, but I rarely have enough leftovers to have to worry about doing that. So yeah, give this one a try. There you have it, folks. This stuff is great. Trust me, it is really good. You can add a little lime in there if that sounds great. I'd love to put some cilantro and stuff in it, but we're working on that budget. This is amazing. If you do it differently, you want to see us do that, let me know. Put down in the comments. That's what they're there for. You can also find us on social media. You can find me at Facebook, Pinterest, Patreon. You can find me at all those at Live Between Paychecks Kitchen. And you can also find me on all of those. I think I did that already. So, let's do. And there you have it, folks. We finished this. This is amazing. You need to try it out. You can add a little lime. I want to put some cilantro, but I was working on a budget. This is right at our stuff, but yeah, feeds enough. This is good. If you want to let us know, put it down in the comments, man. Tell us that we're doing it wrong, or you do it better. Or you can also, tell us on social media. We're at Facebook, Pinterest, Patreon, all those. Live Between Paychecks Kitchen. You can also find it on Instagram at Live Between. You can find me, Osway Nerdy, on all of those, including Twitter and TikTok, where I'm doing some small stuff over there and having a blast. And I'm going to see y'all next time. I am hungry. This is good. And I'm watching this cyberpunk anime thing. So, yeah, this is good. Y'all try it. Let us know. Y'all be safe.